Okay, so I've done all my research and now I'm ready to make my slide. I have my slide up right here on my screen. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my title on my slide. Up here where it says term or keyword, I'm going to click on it to bring up the text box, then I'm going to replace it with the term or keyword I was assigned. In this case, it's George Washington. And then I'm going to go ahead and come down here to where it says write the first sentence. I'm going to click on that. I'll just run my mouse over it and click on it to get that text box to pop up. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to type in the two sentences I wrote at the bottom of my paper, my two summary sentences about what I learned. The next thing I want to do is I want to find my image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this line right here to highlight that text box. And then I'm going to come up here to where it says, to this little square that says image, and I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to select search the web. And this is going to let me do a Google image search. One of the things you will notice right here is that it will only let me search images that I have the license to, which means that I'm only searching things that are copyrighted for me to use. I'm going to type in George Washington. And I get a big bank of images to choose from. You'll notice that some of these are not George Washington. One of the things you want to be sure of when you're using Google is that you know that what you're clicking on is the right picture. And this George Washington picture, it matches the one that's in the World Book, so I know that this is actually him. I can go ahead and click on it, select it, and then I'm going to click Insert. And I'm going to go ahead, come down here to this bottom box in the corner and drag it up to resize it so that it'll fit on my page. And now I can put it right here in the center of the page. And now what I need to do is I need to make this slide look nice. So I'm going to come back here to this square and I'm going to delete that because we don't need that anymore. I'm going to resize and probably redo his name. I don't really like this font. I want to make it look different. So I highlight his name. And then I'm going to choose a different font. Let's say I like this one. And I'm going to make it smaller so it actually fits on the slide. And you might have to play around with this a little bit to make it work. Scoot it up. And then I'm going to also choose a different font and resize my two sentences to make them look a little bit better as well. I can delete this. I don't need this anymore. I did notice there was a text box down here that wanted me to put my name, so I'm going to drag that up a little bit. I'm going to put my name on this. And the last thing I'm going to do before I turn it in is I'm going to change my background color because I would like my color to be a little bit, I don't want it to be blue, I want it to be green. So I'm going to come right here and click on this. And now my slide is ready to be turned in.